I celebrate the gamer news and how the gamer news could kind of distinguish Nintendo VR aside from its own thing, aside from Atari VR and Xbox VR and PS VR, and just quote meta end quote VR. All those VRs are different VRs. So the gamer news that distinguishes those VRs, that's like I'm celebrating those peeps. And with celebrating those peeps, it's like you could kind of understand what how those companies in themselves, they have their own VR technology slash quote unquote their division of AI end quote. And that's how to neatly cleanly put it, is there's just divisions of quote unquote AI end quote. Because if AI is some type of hardware that is inhabiting some type of software to make some type of like dynamic diagnostic program that holds other programs, a multi program that already is a thing, then within that program, within that, multi program, that has its own distinction and quote unquote lineage end quote of how they're like in cahoots with their distinction of just the quote unquote like their subdivision of VR, because Nintendo has its own VR, Dreamcast has its own VR, computers have their own VR, and PS and Xbox have their own VR, and casual social media and other websites, etc. generally end quote have their own VR. So there's different types of VR, and my underground goes way deeper than the surface level shit. So I'm celebrating like maybe Pokemon Snap could be on Nintendo VR, and if there's a new Pokemon Snap for Nintendo VR, that'd be a cool game. So that's what I'm kind of I'm just trying to like bring a certain type of clarity within what AI is, because eventually the question could be asked, what is AI? And I did another underground one yesterday that ranged, in a fair amount of time, and it's just really just touching upon what is like the real clarity future of AI. That's pretty much what I'm trying to like get to. And the underground, and one of the main points here is like the underground is like it has a whole different particular explanation, that which is on the surface level online media shit. It's not just the surface level online media shit, and how we, you know, pour our like, of how we like kind of like pour ourselves over into that, one context of drama. Because the internet, it's very drama like, it's very drama based within like how it's being used on the surface level society dynamic. But the internet, it's like, there's different types of I guess technology, to put it respectively. So I just think like, if we distinguish what the VRs are, then we could distinguish divisions of AI respectively. And I'm not going to get long winded on this online thing. Thank you.